Netflix's Devil May Cry has finally been released, and it boasts amazing action and a soundtrack that you can't help but getting absolutely amped up. And this is a far cry better than its previous predecessor that was on Netflix. However, it does have a single dark spot.
Yeah, there was and I'm guessing it happened to everyone. There's kind of glitching with the animation, but I'm thinking it's their server. I'm thinking everyone and their mom was watching this show, which is great. My brother and I are huge, like die-hard fucking Devil May Cry fans. We've played most of the games. My favorite one's the third one. So I had huge expectations for this, and I was pleasantly surprised. The show was great. I loved everything about it. I even got a thing that I'd been telling Griff since the show was announced. I was like, dude, if I only
So
get him
happy with
for
it.
30 seconds, I'm great. And I feel over the moon about it. First of all, I have to say this. Kevin Conroy is in this, and I had forgotten he was in this. And when I heard his voice, I just felt overjoyed.
You know how
'Cause I,
funny it is that we have Batman talking to someone whose last name is Arkham in this show?
that is fucking
That was
I thought
that was
that
fantastic.
yeah, I absolutely love the show, man. I love the Easter eggs, man. We got to see so many of them. This is, from the world of Capcom. So there's a particular, when they go to his apartment, they try to take him down,
Mhm.
and he knocks a guy out, and this switches to the little arcade thing, and it's Ken doing his uppercut. I thought that was fucking hilarious. The action is great. The soundtrack. I'm a huge
Oh,
Evanescence fan. I love Evanescence. I think Amy Lee is fantastic. We got her. We got that official Devil May Cry music video, which it's a song by Evanescence. I thought that was great. I just love everything. I love this show for the same reasons I love the game. The themes of the show, of the games, the characters, and Griff needs to play most of the games, but
I
I
actually
who
just
have been
bought them. I
playing.
bought them right before we started
Oh, you
recording.
lucky bastard! We're
I've only
we're
played the fourth
finishing.
one so far.
I'm gonna do a little bit of work, then I'm gonna, catch some late breakfast, and I'm gonna play the third game, which is my favorite game. But I don't have a bad thing to say about this, other than the little glitch. I love the voice casts. I love the character. Every single one of these characters means something to me. Fucking Arkham, and I think you, based on what I saw, let me know your thoughts, guys, who've played all the games and who's heavily into this shit. I think they're gonna set up at least
Oh, we're going to hell with
an
it.
iteration. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
know we're going to hell.
Well, no,
Which I did not think.
we're gonna get our father back.
I hope we get some iteration of the third game, which Griff has not played,
That's
so he
where her
probably doesn't
father
know
comes back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Virgil. So I can't fucking wait, dude. If we
I
get
yeah.
anything, even a little like loosely based on that on the third game, I'm fucking happy. Because also that the I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a particular villain in the third game, who's essentially the fucking Joker. But I just find him so great. If I hope we get him, but this we know we're getting the season two. There's no way we're not getting season two.
They need to fucking confirm it. But actually, they still haven't
Oh,
confirmed Castlevania season three, so who knows?
they all but have to confirm. There's
Oh,
no
they
way
need to.
Netflix
This
doesn't
show's
see the
fucking
numbers
amazing.
on this
Yeah.
and they don't roll out season two. There's
Yeah.
no way. It's set up for season two anyway, so.
Oh, they set it up so well. As Edward said, I am not. I've only played the fourth game. I played the Vergil line. I think that's it because I just wasn't super into it. This show is definitely going to get me into it. So I'm not a fan. So if you're not a fan of of the video games, you may still enjoy the show as I did because as Edward said, I don't want to echo him too much, but the action is so good. Seeing Dante move, fight humans, and see how effortlessly it is than going to fight demons, so well done. The soundtrack is, in my opinion, the best thing in the show. All the songs are amazing. We get the Devil Trigger song from the games, and then seeing him transform was fucking perfect. It reminded me a lot actually of Sonic 3, where we see oh my God, of course now I'm blanking on the song name, but the big song from the Shadow game, and then of course seeing it in the movie. Seeing that here was just so well done. The animation, except for the glitches, was superb. The characters are so funny. I love how Dante is just this lovable meathead. And I really love the voice actor. I've been a huge fan of his for a long time, Johnny Young Bosch. I've liked him ever since he played Ichigo in Bleach. I'm a huge fan of his. I love how Dante calls Mary Lady the entire time, which I thought they were going to change that from the games, but
No, I
I'm
love
glad to see
that.
that they
And I love
didn't.
her correcting him
Yeah,
and
he just
him
doesn't
being
give a
like, yeah,
fuck.
nah, you're still a
Yeah.
lady.
The animation's just this show, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with it. The story is so well done. I love the White Rabbit. I love how on both sides there are terrible people. And because I feel like the best stories always come out where you have these two sides, they're both awful, and then the heroes have to go and make a third path. Those stories are always fucking amazing. I'm so excited for a season two. I
Yeah, I felt
really
bad for the demon kids.
Yeah,
It's
and like
fucking
speaking
horrible.
of which, like in episode six with the animation change, I really
That was
enjoyed
beautiful.
episode six. It they changed the animation. I think there was maybe like 5 lines of dialogue in the entire 20-minute episode, and I
Yeah.
gotta say, I loved it. I loved the silent episode. That was definitely one of the
That
standout
was my
episodes
favorite
to me.
episode.
Yeah,
Funny
same
enough,
here.
out of the whole 8 episodes,
Yeah,
that was my favorite episode. I
it
can
was so
honestly
well
tell,
done.
I'm not even bullshitting you. That was my
Yeah,
exactly.
and this show's so
It's just a
heartfelt. It
beautiful episode.
This show just really hurts at times. They did a great job orchestrating a lot of the emotions, especially in episode six and a couple episodes beforehand. I'm starting to get into this world. I'm really looking forward to getting more into it. Let us know
Dude.
in the comments what you thought about this and if, what you would want for season two. As I know Edward has his plan, but God, I can't wait. I love everything about it, and we know next season we are for sure going to be getting Vergil. If not, it's a complete writing mishap, but it's pretty much
No,
all looking for. There's no way we're not
there's no
getting
way they're
him.
pulling a Kevin Feige in our ass, and they just showed Virgil in the way that they showed him. No spoilers, and then we're not going to get him in the second
God, that
season.
was so
That would
fucking cool.
that
Also,
that's I
I
love
love,
Virgil for all sorts of reasons. I think what
yeah,
he's wearing is dope as
just
fuck.
blue's better than red, easily.
I love the white hair on both of them, and I love that Virgil won't touch a gun to save his life.
True.
It's his sword, Santo. That's it.
I also love how they like teased him being in this show since episode one. And I think that's so well
They psyched
done.
me out,
I know.
and
I knew it.
but you know
I
what?
knew they did. As soon as I saw, I was like, oh, he's gonna be
I wasn't
pissed.
mad about it.
Oh, I
No.
know.
Guess
Well,
what?
no, okay, so maybe not
I was
pissed.
happy to
Like
see
you
him because we could have not gotten him.
true.
So I was happy to see him,
I'm very
and then I
happy.
was really pleasantly. I knew
Yeah.
who he was when they showed him without being who he was. I was like, oh, that's I
It's
already know
definitely a
who that is.
shapeshifter. Yeah.
So I was super happy. And then the end was I there was a point in the show where I was like, maybe we're not going to get a closing on what's going on here. Maybe it's just going
I
to
thought
end
so
like on a
too.
cliffhanger.
Like could have
And it
ended after
didn't.
episode seven.
Yeah, they didn't. They gave us a closing to this arc, which jumps
Yeah.
us into the second one. But
I'm happy with this.
fucking masterpiece, man.
I love the character dynamics also between Dante and Lady. I think that was extremely well done. I know there's another character, Trish, coming up, but right now I like these two together. They're solid. As we know, like we are huge fans of Castlevania, and this show has very similar tones to Castlevania. And one thing we talked about, I think for like weeks beforehand, is will this show be better than Castlevania? So Edward, and everyone in the comments, for those who've seen it, is Devil May Cry better than Castlevania?
Yes,
Okay.
it
I think I
absolutely
agree.
is.
Especially better than Nocturne, easily.
Oh, hell yeah. Leaps and bounds.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're a fan of Devil May Cry and you haven't seen Castlevania yet, please go check out our review for it. It has very similar tones. If you enjoy this, you're most certainly going to enjoy that.
Take care, guys.